ENTJs are the calmest people, even when annoyed or angered, but that doesn't mean they're not planning on how to get back at you. One of the reasons not to mess with them. Let's learn more as we discuss why you should not mess with the ENTJ. Anger is a very common emotion everyone feels, but ENTJs do not like to be sad or triggered by anger. They seldom get angry, but if they do, it means a personal issue or deep was triggered. They are not the people who encourage outbursts. ENTJs rarely show aggression when angry. People with the ENTJ personality trait mostly ignore people who make them angry, but if they decide to act, they can retaliate in ways that are worse than what was done to them. ENTJs do not let anger get a hold of them and are never afraid of expressing anger. They do not like being limited, and anger makes them feel limited as it's a stressor. When an ENTJ is messed with, they can go to any length to prove that they did not deserve whatever it was that made them annoyed. When they focus on paying you back, be sure to get it in 1,000 folds. ENTJs respond to anger when it makes sense to them. They do not want to get into arguments that are of no intellect. When an ENTJ is provoked, they can avoid the person or situation, if not for a short time, for a very long time. They are intolerant of certain behaviors. If you're not connected to an ENTJ and mess with them, it could be terrible for you. They will let you know you've upset them, and if they find out you're not worthy of their company, they detach you completely. Getting them back will be very difficult as they have already ruled you not decent enough. They seldom compromise. Robert Louis Stevenson believed that compromise is the cheapest lawyer. Although the ENTJ may be intolerant, you'll later learn how they can also become impatient. Do not forget to subscribe as we bring you more educational videos. However, if there's a connection, you will still be told that you've hurt them, and they'll try to work with you to resolve your differences. But if they felt hurt or angry, they may take revenge, but not with the direct person. They will act calmly with you and secretly devise revenge against your loved ones or destroy something you love to put you in place. They mostly feel good after that. When people with the ENTJ personality trait are messed with, they find it hard to trust again. They believe in loyalty, so when you hurt them or mess with them, they feel as if they have been betrayed. They believe it is easier to forgive an enemy than to forgive a friend, as said by William Blake. The typical ENTJ, when messed with, will sometimes decide to vent to a friend or family member. They believe their family members will understand more to help them decide that they don't deserve to be angered. After that is done, they may let things rest or choose to ignore you completely. They will ensure they do not cross paths with you, as they will begin to see you as a stressor, and because they find stress very hard to deal with, they'd rather stay away from anything that causes them to feel stressed. They may become very impatient with their emotions or those around them. When this happens, they can stay away from people and lose sight of reality. Although they may become indifferent, they may become miserable. Let's learn about that shortly. They become entirely different. Israel Moore Ayuvor says, stay away from people who drive your emotions crazily. Find a better company. ENTJs may become miserable when messed with. To protect their sense of well-being and mental status, they will quash the more irking side of the situation. This may be for a very long time that it makes them cold towards everything and everyone. They may begin to lash out at people without knowing it. If you mess with them in a way that triggers their emotions or puts yours at play, they get really disheartened and confused. They begin to analyze every situation thoroughly, which may affect their productivity. If an ENTJ is working for you and they get angry, it will affect the way they do, as they will take a long time dealing with the trigger of the anger. They are bound to become very reckless and carry out actions without paying attention to the repercussions. For instance, ENTJs can hurt people when pushed beyond limits. Although he may become different when angry, the ENTJ male will have a soft spot for a girl. Let's find out why girls can't stay away from the ENTJ males even though they are perceived as non-emotional beings. Watch our video, Why Girls Can't Resist the ENTJ Male. Thanks for watching.